I'm going to leave my fiancé for my boyfriend. I am not Oop. Oop is you, Lope Field, 2895. She posted in R. True off my chest. I found the dates of the updates by using Untit and the Wayback Machine. Your daily fun fact to prevent spoilers on mobile. Rach Meliss requested axolotls. Axolotls can regenerate limbs and tails like their fellow amphibians. But they also can regenerate their jaws, spinal cords, skin, ovary and lung tissue, and even portions of their hearts and brains. Their courtship ritual includes dancing. Trigger warning. Mention of possible non-consensual kinks, rough sex. Less than. Mood spoiler. Good for Oop. Less than. Original post. January 19, 2023. 6 months ago my F25 fiancé, M28, asked if I would be willing to have an open relationship. I agreed. Everything was okay until like 3 months ago when he asked if we could switch from open to poly. I agreed again. He started dating a girl from work and I started dating a guy from my gym. Now this guy, M26, is so different than my fiancé. He takes me on dates every week. He brings me flowers and food at work. He texts me just to say hi. He's sweet and affectionate. My fiancé, however, we've been together for 4 years. He only gets me flowers for my birthday. He's never affectionate. His idea of a date is playing board games or watching The Witcher. They are very different in bed too. With my fiancé most of the time sex is a chore. He's fast and rough and then he goes to watch TV. My boyfriend, however, is very tender. He takes his time and he checks if I'm enjoying it. He cuddles with me after and brings me snacks. I was talking to my mom about this and she asked me which one makes me happier and I guess it clicked. I like the way my boyfriend treats me while my fiancé is more of a roommate at this point. After my talk with my mom I decided to talk to my fiancé as well. I just told him that I wish he would be more affectionate with me. He just shrugged and said he isn't into chick flick. So I guess I'm going to break up with my fiancé because I don't want to marry a man that never takes me out or buy me flowers or holds my hand. I want someone that shows their emotions. I don't know if me and my boyfriend are going to work out since it's still new, but at least now I know I have options. I grew up around men that were emotionally unavailable and most women in my family constantly told that men aren't affectionate, so I guess I kinda believed it. My first 2 boyfriends were like this as well. They didn't like showing affection and my fiancé is the 3rd guy I've been with. It feels good to know not all men are like my mom made me think they were. I'm on my way to have dinner with my fiancé and I'm going to call off the engagement. Relevant comments. Did your boyfriend know about your fiancé? He knew from the start. The breakup is not actually because of the new guy, is because I don't feel loved and appreciated by my fiancé, and this won't change. BC, that's how he's always been. Even if it doesn't work with my boyfriend, I now know that not all men are emotionally unavailable. Like I was always told. I only agreed to open the relationship because of how lonely and unloved I felt. Are you going to stay poly or go back to monogamy? Mono. I only agreed to poly, open, because my fiancé was unavailable and I felt lonely. Is your boyfriend okay with that? He said he is, but we only had a quick text exchange. We're meeting tomorrow and we'll talk more about our relationship then. People are rude and criticize her reasons for leaving. Per Reddit usual. I'm dumping my fiancé because he's absolutely unavailable. I see him 3h a day. The only time we talk is when he can't find something. He never takes out. Only buys me flowers for my birthday. He never as much as holds my hand. We never cuddle. Last time we hugged was 2 years ago at a funeral. He calls me by my full first name. Not even a nickname. Last time he told me he loved me was when he asked me to marry him 1 year ago. What's so hard to understand? I don't even know how many times I said he's emotionally unavailable. That's why I'm leaving him. My boyfriend just showed me that I can find someone that treats me better. Update 1. Late January 19th, early January 20th. I was super nervous to have the talk with my fiancé, but apparently at dinner it wasn't just us. He invited his parents and didn't tell me. I wanted to have the conversation with him privately, but his mom started talking about the wedding. She had a bunch of flower arrangements, dresses and venues printed out, and she was going to buy a dress tomorrow. I got overwhelmed and ended up telling them the wedding is off. I tried to be as gentle as I could, but my fiancé freaked out when I gave my reasons. That I don't feel loved and that I want someone that shows their affection. And made a scene, so we were kicked out. He left to go home like 10 minutes ago. I'm still in the parking lot with his parents. They are trying to call him. I'm going to drive them home, and then I guess I have to get ready for round 2 when I get home. Update 2, January 20th. We had a huge fight and he confessed he only wanted to open the relationship because he wanted to sleep with his coworker without being a cheater, and then wanted a poly relationship because he developed feelings for her. And he called me bitch for dumping him because I'm a big baby who needs attention. Apparently I need to grow up because real men don't get emotional. Update 3, January 20th. My now ex-fiancé called and begged me to come home to talk because he's sorry and he didn't mean what he said. And because real men don't get emotional, he started crying when I know and that he can call his girlfriend if he wants to talk to someone. Update 4. Later on January 20th. I talked with my BF and we're going to close the relationship. He was thinking about it for a while but was afraid to ask, so he was happy when I suggested it. My BF helped me move all my things out of the apartment I shared with my ex. Ex has called and texted me all night and I blocked him. BC honestly it kinda scared me. Ex's GF came to see me at work. She was worried I ended things because of her. We talked a bit and I assured her it wasn't because of her. We also talked about my ex and his lack of showing emotions, and she now reconsidering their relationship because she also wants someone to show their love, and she was thinking he didn't because it was still new and she thought in time he'll get more comfortable, but after we talked she wasn't so sure anymore. A lot of people keep saying my BF will turn into my ex. Why? Why do you think that? Do you have magical powers to see the future? And if he does, so what? I should stay in a relationship where I don't feel loved just BC my next relationship will not work? Like I said in my post and in the comments, even if it doesn't work, at least now I know I have options. I also had a few people asking if my ex was always like this or if he changed. He was always like this. Something I noticed in a lot of movies, books, etc. is the trope of the guy who seems cold and distant, but really loves the woman and doesn't know how to show it. I think that messes up a lot of women's standards and expectations. So we sometimes stay way too long with lazy, selfish men because, golly, they really love us but don't know how to show it. I seriously question the motives of people saying her boyfriend could become like her ex-fiancé. And so, do they expect her to just stay with the ex-fiancé? So many guys saying real men don't show emotion while getting emotional. As if anger isn't an emotion. Comments from the original post sounding toxic. Oop has great courage. Proud of her. Especially when she said that even if things don't work out perfectly with the new BF, so what? That's exactly the right way to look at it. She knows what she wants exists in the world, and it sounds like she won't settle for less. Why did my dumbass brain go straight to Polywhirl when she misspelled Polly? What is wrong with me? Good for Op for leaving him. I just hope her ex don't turn all psycho and start stalking her. It honestly makes me laugh when one person in a relationship asks to open their relationship but then get all angry, hurt when it backfires. I'm personally really happy for Oop that she has now realized her worth and that she knows she does deserve to be loved and shown affection. Like she has said a number of times in her post, even if the relationship with her new boyfriend doesn't work out, at least now she knows she has options. I'm glad she's found someone who is making her happy. I feel bad for her from the op where she got absolutely shat on in the comments. They clearly only read the title. Fiancé was self-serving and manipulated her into a relationship that she wasn't comfortable with, so he could get his dick wet elsewhere. Scumbag. I hope her and her new BF are happy together. They seem to do well with each other. Oop dodged a massive bullet. Turns out her ex-fiancé isn't just emotionally unavailable but emotionally immature as well. My husband gets up and brings me coffee in bed. I buy treats for his lunch that I think he'll like. Buying flowers is just shorthand for going out of your way to do something unnecessary for not other reason than to show someone you love them. She got a taste of affection and wanted that for herself. Important question. Are the snacks brought during sex? Because it never occurred to me to take snack breaks. But now the idea is implanted. I can't think why I hadn't thought of it earlier. I always had super affectionate boyfriends. Cold guys don't even do it for me. Ooh, just got a big schadenfreude shiver. Delicious. I love this one. I was humming Bruno Mars when I was your man reading through this. Reminds me of my ex-husband. He was never emotionally there and never did little things for me at all. That adds up over time till you just have to leave. Phew, I was worried she moved out from her apartment with her fiancé and into her boyfriend's place. But looks like she's staying with her mom for now. Men just aren't emotional. He screamed emotionally. This is a Nelson, haha, moment right here. I love that axolotl fun fact. It's so cool. Another great saga of cake people losing their cake.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. EpicAriaCast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.